Welcome to our next Wandering Walks of Wonder adventure. Today we're headed to the Kansas State Capitol in Topeka, Kansas. The Kansas State Capitol building has a long and interesting history. The first Capitol building was constructed in 1855 in the town of Lecompton, which was then the capital of Kansas. However, the town of Lecompton was a hotbed of political controversy, and in 1861 the state legislature voted to move the capital to Topeka. The construction of the new Capitol building in Topeka began in 1866. The building was designed by Edward Townsend Mix, and it was inspired by the architecture of the United States Capitol in Washington, D.C. However, the construction of the Capitol building was plagued by problems. The original foundation of the east wing collapsed, and the limestone used for the construction did not harden properly. As a result, the building took 37 years to complete, and it was not officially dedicated until 1903. The Kansas State Capitol building is a beautiful example of neoclassical architecture. It is made of limestone and features a large dome which is topped by a bronze statue of a Kansa warrior named Ad Astra. The interior of the Capitol, which we'll see here in just a bit, is also impressive, with ornate murals, stained glass windows, and marble floors. Here's some interesting facts about the Kansas State Capitol. The building is 304 feet tall, making it the second tallest traditional dome capitol in the United States. The dome is made of copper and was originally green. However, the copper oxidized over time and turned brown. That statue that I mentioned, the one of Ad Astra, was added in 2002. It was voted on by school children and represents a Kansa warrior pointing his arrow at the North Star. The Capitol also houses the Kansas Supreme Court and the Kansas State Historical Society. As we enter our tour of the Kansas State Capitol, we begin here in a small museum on the basement level, where we'll see many artifacts related to Topeka as well as construction of this state capitol. This large round window that you see is actually from the dome, and it's a window that's used up inside the dome. We're now heading up to the first floor of the Kansas State Capitol building. As we walk around, we'll see 8 Rotunda Murals. Here's an example of one as we go around. Illustrator, artist, and muralist David H. Overmeyer of Topeka painted these 8 murals, which represent significant topics in Kansas history. We're now heading up to the second floor of the Capitol building. It's on this floor that we get a great view of the interior dome. The interior dome is composed of 256 glass panels. That chandelier you see at the top weighs 900 pounds. It's a replica of the original fixture. The first fixture, the first chandelier, was donated in 1942 for a World War II scrap metal drive. As we walk around the Rotunda area, we'll see some murals. These were painted by John Stuart Curry, who created murals related to John Brown and Kansas pastoral scenes. There's also murals by Luman Martin Wenner from the Larned, Kansas area, who painted 8 significant topics in Kansas history. You'll also see several statues. This one here of Dwight D. Eisenhower, famous people in Kansas history. On this floor is the governor's ceremonial office. It's not their everyday office, but a ceremonial office. Inside one of the offices is a walnut desk that was made by students at the School for the Deaf in Olathe in the 1930s. We're now heading up to the third floor of the Capitol building. This building houses the House of Representatives chambers, the State Library, and the Senate chambers. This first mural that we see is related to the Brown versus Board of Education event that happened in 1954. Artist Michael Young of Kansas City, Kansas created this mural in 1918 to depict the legacy of that 1954 landmark U.S. Supreme desegregation case with roots in Topeka, Kansas. This Brown versus Board of Education mural is located just outside the state Supreme Court where earlier civil rights cases were fought. This is a look inside the old Supreme Court chambers. This former Kansas Supreme Court chamber has witnessed many significant events, including a 1925 ruling that made Kansas the first state to outlaw the Ku Klux Klan. This chamber was in use until 1978 when the Kansas Judicial Center opened just across the street from the Capitol building. This is the State Library. It's located not only here on the third floor, but as you can see, there's a second floor that goes upwards. This library features hand-carved white oak wainscoting, polished brass sunflowers, intricate stenciling you see along the wall, and a glass floor designed to maximize the flow of light throughout the the library. We're now headed towards the House of Representatives here in the Topeka State Capitol. Representative Hall features marble, gold leaf, and pink columns made from a faux marble process. There are murals painted on the ceiling along with the names of 10 prominent figures from the Kansas territorial era. This last room we'll enter is the Kansas Senate. The Senate chamber features several types of marble, the original native Kansas wild cherry wood desk, and massive hand-cast columns with ornate circular grills that once encouraged air circulation throughout this room.
Sounds good. Yeah. All right. Good to see you. Good to see you.
I hope you've enjoyed this Wandering Walk tour of the Kansas State Capitol building. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on our next Wandering Walk. Take care now. Bye.